here's the conflict, guys. Clearly, in the Bible, we are taught to submit to our rulers. I want to read you what Peter wrote about submitting to rulers, and let's see if he looked very submissive here. So here's Peter himself teaching you about submitting to rulers. 1 Peter 2, verse 13 through 17. Be subject for the Lord's sake to every human institution, whether it be to the emperor as supreme. Guys, this emperor was putting Christians to death. And he's like, submit to this guy. You do it as if they were sent by him to punish those who do evil and to praise those who do good. For this is the will of God. So here's Peter and John. They're in the worst possible conflict because not only was the Sanhedrin their spiritual leaders, but they were also their governmental leaders. And they knew that it was a principle, that it was a command of God to submit. It's not just a matter of submitting to government and doing these things. Sometimes it's actually the wrong thing to do. Martin Luther King Jr., he knew the law. He knew the law said separate bathrooms, separate seats on the bus, separate water fountains, all these type of things. And he knew the law, but he knew that there was a higher law, the Constitution, that gave everyone equal rights. Because there was a higher law, he was willing to break a lower law to do it. Sometimes we break the law of submitting to government because there's a higher law of God in place. Can you see the tension? Sometimes there's a tension between two truths. Acts 4:19, but Peter and John answered them. Here's the key right here. Whether it is right in the sight of God to listen to you rather than to God, you must judge. If you have to choose between obeying God and obeying man, you're going to obey God every single time.